Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Drive-Thru. I'm your host, Tony T. As we broadcast live here on Pickdog and Sports Chat Place and throughout social media. We'll get you out of here before the top of the hour. Give you guys enough time to get those bets in for the primetime games, and that's what we do here in the Drive-Thru Monday, Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, delivered live free sports bets with the games beginning at 6 East, just past 6 East time or later. Remember, the winners are professional handicappers, and the ones we have signed in right now. We'll say hello to Wayne Scott. Wayne, how's it going?
What's going on, Tony T? Hope everybody can hear me today. Hope I'm not glitching up and ready to talk this football and this baseball with you fellas tonight.
Certainly ready for roll here. Hear you well. Shane, what's happening?
It feels like Christmas morning, I guess, with NFL football back tonight. It's finally here. I'm excited.
Yeah, finally here. NFL's here. Alex, what's up?
My eyes are sort of sore. You want to live a life of just looking at a screen all day? Try this job. And it's it's daunting for sure. But anyway, we're going to find some good lines for everybody, and we're going to make some money this weekend with football.
Certainly will. Yeah, we've seen some line moves here, obviously, in this NFL game. So let's get underway here. Let's talk NFL on the mind right now. Let's take a look at this game here. Of course, NFL tonight. We've got the Ravens joined head to head here. We can see the line now. 2.5 seems to be the play. The threes out there this morning has been gobbled up. There is a 3 still over at some of the U.S. sports books. So if you're looking for the threes, you can find them. We'll still, yeah, of course, the cappers here could give side total, or maybe go into player props, peripherals, first touchdown. We'll try to mix it up here if we can. We'll start here with Wayne.
Yeah, this is a stay away from me. I'd love to still break this down for the ones who are still kind of indecisive of who I would like to bet. One of the things is Patrick Mahomes. He's one of the closest things to Tom Brady when it comes to GOAT mode. Burnt the hell out of my pockets at the end of last season. I just felt he didn't have the team, and he still got it done. So he shut me up, and one of the reasons why I'm staying away from this game. But if I did bet on this game, I would be on the Ravens. I'll be putting my money on the Ravens in this one. And it's just more so not only the additions, but I just feel like this is a Baltimore season. I feel like Andy Reid, as a coach, he's more concerned about the big games, getting to the playoffs, taking it game by game. While this may be like a Super Bowl game for the Ravens, this is just another game for the Chiefs, whether they win or lose. Andy Reid is just more focused about getting his team healthy and two more is having to win game one of this season. So when it's an even, more closer to an even game, you're getting, to me, slash the better team in opinion on paper. As an underdog, I would take the Dogs and the Ravens. But Patrick Mahomes, that's a bad man, hard man to bet against for me. But definitely leaning the Ravens on that one.
Ravens there from Wayne. We move over to Shane Mickle.
Yeah, I've got a play on the side and the total up there, but I'm gonna look at a player prop. I like Derrick Henry over 63.5 rushing yards. Um, the last few years the Ravens have kind of had a running back by committee, a lot of running back injuries. They finally have that true bell cow. Now, is he the bell cow that that was with the Titans? I'm not so sure. They might not use him that much, but he's gonna be the one that gets some bulk of the carries here tonight. The Ravens or the Chiefs are gonna be trying to take away the passing game of the downfield passing game. I think they're gonna give them the running game here tonight, and I think Derrick Henry's gonna get enough rushing attempts to go over that 63.5 yards.
Shane looking for Derrick Henry to get some attempts tonight. All right, we move on over to Alex.
Yeah, I'm going to look here. I've got a total up on this game, but I'm going to give it a side selection here. I know Lamar Jackson's a bankroll expanding 12-1 ATS as a regular season underdog, but in the last 4 or 5 meetings, Mahomes has come out on top, and he just seems to thrive in these kind of situations. At home, Reed is 33-11 straight up in openers, and I look at this as a situation where things may change as the season goes on, but the Chiefs now have a little bit of offense to add to that great defense. Thanks to some offseason signings, I just think they have the advantage here. Jackson just hasn't been able to consistently throw the ball, and everybody's expecting a run game here. I just think KC is just going to be able to block them up at the right times, and that's it. And actually, it's not it. I like the Chiefs, and You know what? I like Kelsey to go over 57 and a half yards. I know he's getting a little bit older, and Taylor Swift might be sort of tiring him out. But anyway, to make a long story short, I look for him to have a little bit of success here tonight, like he has before against Baltimore. So over yards with Kelsey.
They're from Alex. Yeah, I'll look here at taking the 3. If you can find 3, there are 3s at the D King at FanDuel. The sharp books are 2.5. That kind of tells you where the money's going. So if you want to be on the sharp side, you take definitely the Ravens, because there's 2.5s at Chris, at Pinnacle, and at Circa. And there's 3s at some of the square books like DraftKings and FanDuel. And the reason why I call them square books is because they don't take big dollar bets over there at those 2 U.S. books. If you're a big bettor, a winner, you get, your limits get reduced. So that's a good way to read the market. Again, it's just the fact is you got an underdog situation here with Lamar Jackson. Been good in that spot. Matter of fact, the Ravens have covered 6 of their past 8 as a dog. And again, I don't know if this game even going to land at 3, because you got pretty good red zone defense here with the Ravens. You could get a lot of field goals. This game could land 2, could land 1. So I think at +3, I think is how I look at it. All right, let's continue here on the drive-through. Let's go ahead and move on over to baseball here, as we've got, it's a Thursday card, right? We're not going to have a full card. We got, let's see, and we've got 5 games we'll cover. So let's go on over to the odds screen here, and we'll take a look at what we got here for this set of games. We'll look here in a second. Okay, this one is in progress, still 2-2. So we're going to move here and cover the Phillies, Marlins, Nationals, Pirates, Rockies, and Braves, and we begin here with Wayne.
Yeah, don't love this card, just mainly because it's just not to my opinion, a lot of value on that you're getting on these teams. It's hard not to look the Phillies. Even with as bad as Suarez has been, I do feel like he has the advantage on the mound. Definitely playing in this role in these splits, and his away night games is when he's played best. On the other side of that, Aller is not good as well. He's looked good his last 2, but in his home night games, he's been terrible. I lean the Phillies on the money line, possibly as a parlay piece, but I like the over in this one. Miami struggled against left-hand pitchers, I understand, but they've bats have hot as of lately. Playing a lot better. 6-4 in their last 10. They are getting the bats rolling, and Philly's been rolling as well. So I look to the over 8.
All right, there from Wayne, and now we move on over to Shane.
I like the exact opposite in that game. I like the under 8. I know Suarez has been inconsistent. I don't trust this Marlins offense, and like you said, Aller's been good the last couple of starts. I mean, I guess the big concern is the Phillies bats. There's always games where they can go off for 13 or 14, but unless the Phillies are scoring 7 runs here, I don't see this game going over. I don't think they hit that number, so I'll take the under.
Under there from Shane. Now we move on over to Alex.
Yeah, I'm just looking. I'm not really crazy about anything on this card, and I hate pushing things down people's throats. So I'm just gonna be just kind of conservative with this one here, and I've been watching the Yankees lately, and watching Clay Holmes, man. I mean, he's gripping the ball very tightly. His breaking stuff's not looking good. It's just like he just seems like he has a lot of issues. And even with unless the Yankees have a big lead, I just don't think, with the way the bullpen is and the way Clay Holmes is been going out there to sort of, I don't know, I can't call it save things because he's been blowing things more often than not. The Yankees do have that great offense, but tonight they're going to go against Jordan Wicks, who gets the start for Chicago. This will be Wicks' second start since spending 2.5 months on the injured list, something like 2.5 months or so. And in his first start back, he only allowed 1 run in 5 innings. I mean, I like Wicks. I like the way he's looked all year long. 3.82 ERA, and what I really like about him, he doesn't give up a lot of home runs, 0.5 home runs per 9 innings, and with the Cubs bullpen really doing well lately, 295 since the start of July, which is number 1 in the league, as a matter of fact. I'm going to go with the bullpens here, the pitching, and I hate to go against the Yanks, I really do, because you never know when they're going to start a hot run, but tonight we're going to go with the underdog Chicago Cubs.
All right, we're going off the grid here for Friday's action. That's the Friday. Am I correct with that one?
Oh,
Friday?
sorry. I'm looking ahead at tomorrow's card already.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
apologies. I've been looking at this game. Okay, I really don't like anything tonight. Yeah.
All right, so well, let me get that squared off here. So we got that set up here. All right, let me pull that off here. I just wanted to find what the odds were because there are lines up tomorrow. Yankees, Cubs plus 124 tomorrow. It's an early game. One of the Friday games in Wrigley. You're going to get that early start. Okay, the way I look at this one here for tonight, we've got. I'll look at the Nats here at that plus tonight here against. The Pirates, Irvin over his past 6 starts has had a struggle. So has Falter. Falter past 4 starts, ERA over 7. But to me, it's this Pirates bullpen has just been absolutely hammered over their past 10 games, ERA over 9. I could only look here at that side here with the. I could only look at the national site there. Phillies and Marlins. For me, it'll be a run line on the Phillies. Phillies have won 9 of 11. It's Miami losing 9 of 10. It's September baseball. Over the past 10, Phillies bullpen has really performed well. ERA 2.66. And the other game we had here tonight was the Rockies and Braves. It's the under again, right? It's Gomber's actually on the road. It hasn't been too bad over his past 5 games. ERA of 3.64. Low whip. We know Lopez has been solid, right? Allowed 1 earned run or fewer in 4 straight starts. Atlanta's gone under in 12 of 16. Rockies in 3 of 4. And the Braves just not hitting the ball over their past 10 games, 231. That's why they're holding teams down in scoring, but they're barely winning. They really can't get that over themselves. So it's been a struggle for them offensively. So that's how I'll look at those games. All right, let's continue here on the drive-thru. We get ready here for the next series of games here. And the final 2 on this card, Angels, Rangers, Tigers, Padres. We start over here with Wayne.
Just like to throw this out there that I do agree with Tony on that Rockies Atlanta. As far as that under, love that play tonight too. But as far as the last 2 games, give me let's take a flyer right here with Detroit, man. I know Mize has not been good, and I know Padres have been rolling. They bat well with Perez, but they're not going to be able to save Perez every night. It's one of those things where Tigers got to fight back eventually. They're a streaky team. We know that. Tigers bats can get to going. All we need is a decent outing from Mize, and I think Detroit can come here and get one on the road in this underdog price and salvage a win in this series.
They're from Wayne. Okay, we move on over to Shane Mickle.
Yeah, don't look now, but the Tigers are actually, they're not really in the playoff race, but they're technically in the playoff race, and their fans got to be happy with the way they've salvaged something from this season. And I agree with Wayne here. I really like the Tigers at that plus money. Martin Perez is too inconsistent for me, and Mize's biggest problem has been run support this season. He's got a lower ERA than Perez, but a much worse record. When you're looking at the numbers, I just can't pass up that plus 125 with the Tigers with Perez on the mound for the Padres.
All right, and the way I look at this one here, these 2 games, for me, I would that Texas line has just got too out of control here. I'll look here at the Tigers, Padres to go under here. Mize and Perez. Perez at home. You look at his past 5 home starts, ERA 2.10, whip of 1.29. Both bullpens in pretty good form. We know the Tigers have struggled here at the plate the past 10, and they have gone under in 6 of 8. So look under the total there with Detroit and the San Diego Padres. All right, let's continue here on the drive-thru. We got you through this baseball card with the remainder of it. So now it's time to turn our attention to this WNBA card. We have 2 games on the board. Of course, we know the cappers don't always cap the W, but we'll put the games up here and see what we got here from tonight's action. So on the W tonight, we got Storm and Liberty, and then we'll move on over to here the Mystics and Mercury here. We can see the line there with the Mercury favorite. We start here with Wayne.
Yeah, I'm going to take Seattle on these points. Seattle has not looked too well. They finally got back on the winning column in their last game out against Connecticut. New York, tough team, man. Arguably the best team, if not top 2 team in the league. So they're hard to fade. They can turn it on, and a decent covering team, about 50-50 in covering. But Seattle's not bad at covering either at 16 and 17. Seattle does match up pretty well. I just feel like Seattle is balanced enough on offense and defense. if they can bring the defense and match New York's intensity, I believe that they can stay in the realm with this 8 points. I just feel like eight's a little bit too much for a team like Seattle, who isn't terrible. No, they haven't been playing good as of lately, but they're not a terrible team. They can turn it on. They can actually win this game outright if New York comes in slipping, which they do here and there. But New York's been playing well lately, so I like New York to win, but I definitely like Seattle to cover. And I have a premium in that in the next game between the Mystics. So no play me on that one.
All right, let's move on over to Shane.
Yeah, I got a premium in the first one, but I really like that. I almost had a premium in the Mystics Mercury. Is it Mercury? Yeah, Mercury game. I think the Mystics winning their last game, putting up 90 points against the Dallas Wings, actually has given us a more favorable line with the Mercury in this game. Don't be fooled by that Mystics game, that win. They still refused to play any defense 2 games ago against Connecticut Sun, a team that really hasn't been running up the score this season. Scored 96 points against them. And the one thing we know about this Phoenix Mercury team is when they get hot, they can really shoot the ball. I think that's exactly what happens here, and I think the Mercury win this game by at least 10.
All right, there we go. Looks like we got a walk-off here by the Giants. Giants will beat the Diamondbacks here 3-2 on a walk-off double here. So Giants get the final game of that series. So that the NL West race is quite interesting. We now move on over to Alex.
You know, I like the side here at the beginning with that Seattle Liberty. You know, I'm realizing now that Seattle looks pretty tired. You know, they've played 3 games already this month, and this is not the kind of team, New York Liberty team, that you want to come in tired against. And for me, that's why I see the line as 7.5. You know, true line maybe lower. Maybe when these teams are at peak, both rested and going head to head in that situation. But no way, this is something I would lay off on if I were a bettor on this game. Looking at the total, because Seattle's a little bit tired, you know, they are capable of playing a top-tier brand of defense. Slowing this game down, I think, is the only chance they have against the Liberty. I know Seattle is a good team, but right now, on tired legs, playing this type of team, it's just not a good situation. So, you know, I say go with the under on this one. And the Phoenix Mercury and the Washington Mystics, I think both these teams are downtrending offensively, and that once again, we have to look at this total, and I think the market has not completely caught up on the Mercury and the Mystics, and I say we bet under on this one also.
From Alex there says under on both of them. The games, how I look at it here, the one I like the most here would be the under in the Liberty and Storm. The Liberty, since coming back from the Olympic break, are playing the best defense of any, as far as defensive rating of any team in the WNBA, and it's by a wide margin, holding teams at 92 points per 100 possessions. That's pretty impressive. And again, a long road trip for Seattle. You're going to get a lot of resistance here from the Liberty because they're playing a really good brand of defense right now. And so I'll look at the under in that one. All right, let's continue here on the drive-through. Got through the sports for tonight. Now it's time to take a look at the peripheral sports. Time for parlays. They can give out picks, maybe a pick for tomorrow, baseball. We got college football, NFL Week 1. Let's begin this parlay peripheral segment here with Wayne.
Yeah, we're going to not a lot on the card, but yeah, I hate to give out a bland parlay with this card. I don't have nothing, Tony, not as far as no parlay.
No parlay? Okay, all right, not there from
No,
Wayne.
give me 1 second, I might.
All right, well.
Nah, go ahead. Go
right.
ahead, Shane. Give me
All
1
right,
second. I was looking at
we'll go to
boxing
Shane.
line, but
We'll go to Shane.
All right, I got a few I like. I like Isaiah Pacheco tonight over 13.5 yards for his longest rush. I mean, he's one of the fastest running backs in the football. And 13.5 yards is not long at all. And then looking ahead to college football on Saturday, if you know me, you know how much I hate the Colorado Buffaloes and I hate Deion Sanders. Watch out for them this weekend. I think that they go into Nebraska and at least keep it close.
Wow, there you go from Shane. Let's move on over to Alex.
Yeah, let's go with Derrick Henry with the Ravens over 7.5 receiving yards. He's got to be good for 1 month.
There you go from From Alex, yeah, the one play I like the most of the non-premium free picks would be that under in the Padres and Tigers. College football, I'm going to be looking at Baylor plus the points. They're an experienced team, plus 15. Aranda is on a major hot seat. A lot of new players in for Utah. I know Cameron is back at quarterback, but I think Baylor can keep this within that number. 15 points, that's a lot there, especially for an experienced Baylor team, bringing back a lot of guys. So I'll take that 15 there in that Big 12 opener there in from in this one between Baylor and Utah. All right, we got you through the peripherals. Let's take a look at what's for sale over at Pickdog Premium. We're getting about 15 minutes away from first pitch for the 6:40 games. We'll go over to Wayne. Wayne, what do you have going over at Pickdog Premium? Good baseball year.
Locked and loaded as far as college football. 6 plays already on deck for college football and 3 in the NFL. It's probably going to stay that way unless I just find something that I absolutely love. But I'm ready for this weekend. Looking to continue to smash baseball. As far as today, like I said, I have a WNBA. It is not for sale. It's rewarded for my long term, and I have my play of the day that lost earlier, but I have one more MLB too, but it's for long term. So nothing for sale, just long term, locked and low for football. You can get a 3-day, 7-day, 30-day pass, get you all these plays earlier, and let's continue to get money.
Yeah, long-term passes, guys. Remember, there's a lot of NFL, college football, baseball here. Remember, there's an NFL game tomorrow in Brazil, so a lot going on this weekend. Let's go on over to Shane right now. Shane, let everybody know what you have for sale over at the site.
Yeah, if you like football, there's no better time to hop on that long-term pass with we got college football tomorrow night, NFL tomorrow night, and then of course college football, NFL all weekend long. Tonight I just have one play up there for sale, $29.99. That's my side in this Ravens Chiefs game. I also have a WNBA play up for long-term subscribers. So like I said, if you want to hop on that 3 or 7-day pass, you'll get a WNBA play in there as well. I think along with one baseball play I have left, but it's not in the package. Yeah. So no better time to hop on long-term.
Yeah, get long-term guys now. Again, these sports are overlapping. Alex, it's been a great 2024. Winding down the last quarter of it. What do you have going over at the site?
Yeah, we've got a lot of college football action this weekend, close to, I think, 9 selections overall. We've got an NFL game for tonight, the total on the KC and Ravens tilt. We've got a total tomorrow night from that game from Brazil, Green Bay Packers, Philadelphia Eagles. We've got, right now, I've got 8 games up for NFL already in the back end. So any clients who want to come in for long-term packages or just a weekend package, you can get those right now. College basketball, one track mind. College football is going to be up over the next couple of days. So by tomorrow sometime, we should have all our college football up for the weekend. Lots of action, lots of chances to make money. Join me short term, 3-day pass, probably the best pass you'll get in the entire handicappers market on the internet. And we have obviously 1-week packages, 1-month packages, and all kinds of ways for you to make money with us. So join me.
Yeah, get on board there with Alex Smart right now over at Pickdog Premium. Lots of games up there right now, especially with these football coming in. I got a best bet on the board as well as a single from Major League Baseball. So get on board with those 2 individual picks for sale, best bet and a standalone baseball pick. Also, we talked about the long-term passes right now, 30-day pass. Get them all right now, Pickdogs, and of course the promo code PICK at checkout will save you that 15% off. All right, let's find out what the Cappers got. I know Wayne is boxing video series, but Shane, you're the writer here in the group. They can find more of your written work over at Pickdogs, right?
Yeah, definitely. And with the NFL and college football here, I've been trying to do more player props on Sports Chat Place, stuff like that. So, of course, all the normal ones, but we're really trying to spice it up on Sports Chat Place with some of the other player props and DraftKings and FanDuel lineups. So make sure to check out all of that. It's busy season, but I wouldn't want it any other way. Best time of the year.
It certainly is. Wayne, when can we find you on the weekend show?
Should be back on there this weekend. Been going through a little moving process. Didn't sell my old house. Really rented it out, so had to move all the stuff in this house. Had to fix up the my old house. Just didn't realize how much it was, but everything's complete now. No more excuses. Be there on the weekend, either this Saturday or Sunday for sure. But I'll most definitely make it this weekend and Boxing, Canelo versus Berlanga. It's next week, so I will continue to give out this pick throughout the week. But Canelo by stoppage, it's minus 300, so it's pretty certain that it's going to happen. I like it between round 6 and 9. You can get it at plus. Throw it out there a few more times so everybody gets to get it throughout next week. But Canelo versus Berlanga, got the Puerto Rican versus Mexican rivalry. This guy's been talking a lot of trash, and normally when you rile Canelo up, he tries to get you out of there pretty fast. I like it between 6th and 9th round. Berlanga's been knocked down in a couple fights. He's kind of chinny. So we'll take Canelo to get the stoppage between round 6 and 9 plus 350.
There you go from Wayne. All right, Danny. There we go. That's going to do it for the drive-thru, guys. Be sure to tune in tomorrow live at 6 Eastern Time. We'll do it all over again. And for everybody here, we're going to wake up about it, guys. You guys make it a winning night, and we'll catch up with you again here